we see a bear in the distance. He's out, he's feeding, and so we start trying to work our way there. We get out of the boat, we're super quiet with the anchor, trying to be quiet. The wind's good.
It is muddy, boggy, nasty mess, and it's very difficult to carry the camera and our gear, you know, through all this to get up on this bear.
So we get about where we feel like we need to be, about 200 yards away, bear's gone. So we sit there, and we sit there, and we sit there, and we're thinking, when's this bear gonna come back out? Well, he doesn't ever come back out. So we just leave. Walking through the marsh in the hip waders. We get all the way back to the boat, turn around, and the bear's back. So here we go again. Start going down there. Get all the way back down there.
He's gone.
It's like it's some kind of a joke or something. So we're like, okay, we're leaving this bear alone. We go back to the boat, and we just start looking in other areas.
We hadn't been gone very long from that particular grass flat when we saw a big coastal brown bear feeding in the grass flat. Well, we had to stop and get some video of it. Incredible. We watched the brown bear for like 20 or 30 minutes. And he left the grass, climbed up on this fallen down tree. And then a few minutes later, over to our right, Sam notices a black bear has come out. Probably the same bear we've been stalking way back down the other end of the bay. It's probably a half a mile from us.
Closed captioning for Hank Parker 3D is brought to you by Leaf River Outdoor Products. Scout, experience, remember.
Looking at it from the camera perspective, it looks like a big, wide pasture of grass. Well, actually, it's pretty rugged terrain between where we were and where the bear was. In fact, there's a pretty big area that's deep water that we could not possibly cross. And so what we decided to do, the best thing is if we want to go after this bear, we need to hop back in the boat, make a big loop back around, and head back towards him the way we went the last time.
We cross the creek and we cross really a large stream that comes down from the mountain. Get on the other side of it and get set up. And the grass was just high enough and there was enough rolling hills. It was really hard to see the bear, but the bear kind of worked its way up on a hill.
So 160.
Gave me a perfect shot opportunity, and it was so extremely thick in the woods. I really didn't want a bear to run very far if he's going to run at all.
Good morning, anytime.
I know. But the bear fell in its tracks, and I was really relieved at that, and I was really excited to get my first bear in Alaska.
So Hank Jr. makes a great shot on the bear, and then he starts reloading as fast as he can, just like the bear's running. The bear hit the ground. I mean, we all saw it. Sam's over there going, he's down. I've got a rifle, he's not going anywhere. I've never seen anybody reload a muzzleloader so fast.
I'm ready to just kind of like run down there and see what I've got. But we work our way down there. I stayed ready.
Look at here. Yeah, that's what we couldn't see. It kind of fell in that little grassy hole.
Look at this bear.
Pretty one. Go ahead and calf it there. I don't think it's going anywhere.
I ain't going nowhere. Look at that. Yeah.
So your gun all clear?
Oh yeah, good. Check that out, man. That is beautiful.
Good, good. Got nice hair all the way down to the paws on the front.
This bear went in the woods right here at those bushes. How many times? 3 or 4?
3 or 4, and one other one too,
Yeah.
with it, the first time we saw it.
We'd come out here, we'd stalk all the way out here.
At least we think it's the same one.
At least we think it's the same one. We'd stalk all the way out here. It wouldn't work out, so we'd turn around and go right back to the boat. And then when we get back to the boat, we'd just look back up here just for good measure, wouldn't we? There it'd be.
It's hard to see in all these humps and bumps up here, though. I mean, they feed down in them, and then all of a sudden they're in view, then they're gone.
This is super neat. There's not very many times I'm speechless, but
I've noticed.
This was a total different thing than what I was expecting, and you know, this is my first bear. But to go to Alaska, see all the bald eagles, and see the seals, and see the bears, and just to take it all in was really a lot of fun for me. It was really something I've wanted to do for a long time. Just being able to see all those things and to have such a great hunt with such a great guy, Sam. He really puts on a great hunt. He's an outdoorsman, and he's got nice equipment. It is a hunt that I would suggest to anyone who's thinking about going to Alaska on a black bear hunt. He does blacktail hunts, he does fishing guides. He's a well-rounded outdoorsman. The whole thing is just a lot of fun and a tremendous success. What do y'all think about that?
Hey, looked to me like that bear was very allergic to that lead.
Yeah.
Ooh, it was allergic. He didn't like that.
The first time I stepped in the woods there when we got off the marsh and I went in the woods, I said, it's a good thing they don't have turkeys, because my dad be up here trying to hunt them, and you can't see from here to there. You can't see anything. And if that bear would have took off in the woods, they say they don't bleed a whole lot, so it'd have been tough to find him.
Well, 2 things I got to ask him.
Yeah.
One is, I saw you saw a grizzly.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, and he wasn't too far from you. And 2, how'd you do with the 20 hours of sleeping
There
and
we
4
go.
hours of hunting?
You were
That
glad
was
to be on
tough.
the ground when you finally got there.
I'll tell you, that one day we sat in the rain so much. I'm hyperactive. I
Yeah.
want to be doing something,
Imagine.
and just sitting there doing nothing.
On a boat for 20 hours.
Hours.
You slept on the boat, didn't you?
Slept on the boat, stayed on the boat. I mean, there was just nothing but rain that day. Nothing but rain.
Well, you got you a bear, though.
It got me plenty of rest, and I got me a bear.
Good
How
for
about
you.
That was good.
Good shot too, by the way.
Well, thank you.
We only caught about 600 smallies when you
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. That was the first day.
Yeah, we ain't gonna tell you about the rest of the day.
I was going to try to rub it in, but you guys did good too. So
Yeah, that's
it
good.
worked out good. We had a great time.
Congratulations, man. That's
Thank you.
awesome. Got you a bear.
That was fun. That was a first.
That's good. Well, somebody tell them thanks for watching, and thanks for watching 3D and all that.
Thank you for watching Hank Parker 3D. We're going to be right here next week doing something else that's a lot of fun, so stay with us.
That's a promise from Billy Parker. I'm Hank Parker.
I'm Hank Jr.
See you next week, 3D.
Hank Parker 3D, brought to you exclusively by Come Here Deer. Come Here Deer, the natural deer attractant that stops them in their tracks.
For more information about hunting and fishing in Southeast Alaska, call 907-225-8336 or check out the website, DalinCharters.com.
Hey, we're here shooting a Come Here Deer commercial with rootin' juice, and wouldn't you know it, a bear's in the background. I use rootin' juice. You should try it too, but make sure you don't get it too close to those big bears. I mean, put it out in a place like that, he'll be all over 15 minutes flat. The only CDs that seemed like Sam had, somehow, I don't know how he got them, like Celine Dion and stuff. And I'm not sitting in a boat with a bunch of guys in Alaska, in the middle of nowhere, listening to Celine Dion. It's just not happening. Not happening.